Hello everyone. So you all know that at home and at factories, so many where we use electricity. So then what is the use of electricity and what are the different purposes of using this electricity at our home? So I think you know that if you take example, for example, if we use electricity to operate pumps that lift water from wells or from ground level to the rooftop tank, right? So here which one we used? So we used electricity to pump the water with the help of pump. Then apart from this, do you find any other uses or any other purposes of the electricity? Yes. So for example, if you look at the light, to light the bulb, so what we need? It needs electricity. I think you have noticed that. And then if you go to markets, offices, factories or anywhere, especially after sunset, so everywhere you can see glowing of the bulb. Then how does the bulb glows? Again, that is because of presence of the electricity. Then from where does we get the electricity? That is from power station. So the power station, it provides us with electricity. So they will generate or they will produce electricity by different sources, either by using water, air or coal, etc. So after producing the electricity, they will transfer those electric current to at our home. That means wherever we need, they will transfer. Then however, the supply of electricity, it may fail or it may not be available at some places. Then in such situation, what we will use to get light? So we use a torch. I think you all have used at your home. A torch, it is sometimes used for producing or providing light. Then how does it provides light? Because a torch has a bulb that lights up when it is switched on. I think you all can see in this picture. See, in this picture we can notice that the different purposes of the electricity which we can use at our home, right? See, bulb, this vacuum cleaner or iron box, anything. So all these things, they need electric current, right? Then whenever we do not get electricity, wherever, so in that place, which one we will use? We will use torch, right? So I think you have one torch at your home, you can see that. Then a torch, it has a bulb that lights up when it is switched on. So where does the torch get electricity from? Can you say the answer? In front of you, you have a torch. Now whenever we switch on the torch, the bulb, it starts glowing. Then where does the torch get electricity? I think you all know the answer. That is from the electric cell. That means a battery, inside it, it has an electric cell, right? Did I say correct? No. Keep it in mind, you should not use the term battery. What we are using? We are using torch. So inside this torch, it has an electric cell. Then have you seen electric cell? Yeah, you all have seen an electric cell, but you might have not heard this term. Just look at this picture. What is this picture? So commonly you will say it is a battery, but what is it? It is an electric cell. So electricity to the bulb in a torch, it is provided by the electric cell. So these electric cells are also used in alarm clocks. Have you seen it? If not, just take your wall clock at your home and then check it. In the alarm clocks also, you will use the same kind of electric cells. And then wristwatches, but in wristwatches you will not use this kind of thing, but you will have an electric cell which looks like a small coin, right? And then transistor radios, cameras and many other devices, we all use electric cell. What? Have you ever carefully looked at an electric cell? You might have noticed that it has a small metal cap on one side. See, what is it? It is a metal cap on one side, then and a metal disc on the other side. So it is a metal disc. So if you want, you can take a electric cell and you can notice in that at the one side it has a metal cap and at the another side it has a metal disc. Then along with that you can also notice that it has a some sign, that is on one side it has positive and on the other side it has a negative sign marked on the electric cell. Then the metal cap, see, the metal cap is the positive terminal. Is it right? Yes, the metal cap is the positive terminal of the electric cell, whereas the metal disc is the negative terminal of the electric cell. Then all electric cells, they have how many terminals? They have two terminals. Which one? One is a positive terminal and second one is negative terminal. Then this electric cell, it produces electricity from the chemicals stored inside it. But can you see it? No. If you want to see it, you have to break the electric cell. If you have any waste electric cell at your home, you can use that to see the chemicals which is present inside the electric cell. But don't use that new one. Otherwise, sometimes what will happen? You may get scolded by your elders, right? Now, okay, so what it has some chemicals. That chemicals, it stores the electricity inside it. So an electric cell, it produces electricity from the chemicals stored inside it. But when the chemicals in this electric cell are used up, what happens? The electric cell, it stops producing electricity, right? What it will do? It stops producing electricity. Then what you will do then? The electric cell, then it has to be replaced with a new one. Otherwise we will not keep like simply, right? If we want to make the torch work, what we have to do? So we have to replace that old electric cell by new one. Okay, then just now we have studied about the torch and how does the torch gets electricity, that is with the help of electric cell. But in front of that is thing, it is producing light. Then what is that thing? It is a torch bulb. I think you all have seen a bulb. Then a torch bulb, it has an outer case, as you can see in this picture. See, these torch bulb, what they have, they has an outer case of glass that is fixed on a metallic base. So in this picture you can't see it, but in the first picture you can see that one, right? See, it is a torch bulb. It has an outer case of glass which is made up of glass and it is fixed on a metallic base. So you can see that in this picture. Then what is inside the glass case of the bulb? Can you see it? In this picture you can, I think you cannot notice it one, but in this picture clearly we can notice that it has some thread like structure, right? So now we will study one activity. So if you want, you can do that activity by taking a bulb. Now take a torch and look inside its bulb. You can also take out the bulb with the help of your teacher, but now since you are at home due to this COVID pandemic, you can take your parents' help. Then what do you notice in the bulb? So do you find a thin wire fixed in the middle of the glass bulb? Here you can see like this. So here, see, here you can see a small thread like structure. So it is, we can find a wire, a thin wire fixed in the middle of the glass bulb. Now switch on the torch, and observe which part of the bulb is glowing. See, you can notice in this picture which part of the bulb is glowing. Is it glass? Is it metallic case? No, the bulb and the metallic case, that means the glass and metallic case is not glowing. the wire, the thin wire which is present in the bulb, it is glowing. Then here we can notice that the thin wire that gives off light, I will repeat again, the thin wire that gives off light is called the filament. What we call it as filament. The thin wire that gives off light is called the filament of the bulb. So it is present inside the bulb. Then the filament is fixed to two thicker wires. See, it is fixed to two thicker wires. Can you see it? Yes. Then which provides support to it. That is, we have shown that in the figure. Now, one of these thick wires is connected to the metallic case. See, I think you can see this picture. One of these thick wire, it is connected to the metallic case at one end, and another thick wire, it is connected to the metal base. So one is to the metal cap along the side, and another one is at the metal tip at the base of the bulb. So then how many terminals it has? So 1 and 2 terminal. That means a bulb, it has 2 terminals. And then when we look at the electric cell, so how many terminals a electric cell has? An electric cell also has 2 terminals. One is a positive terminal and negative terminal, whereas a bulb also has 2 terminals. So as you can see, this is the first terminal, this is second terminal. So the electric bulbs used at home, they have a similar design with that of the electric cell. Now we will do some activities to learn how does they function. So the activity is a bulb which is connected to an electric cell. It produces light. So now shall we do that activity? Yes. So then to do that activity, what we need? So simply we need an electric cell. So easily you can purchase that electric cell at your in the provision store. So easily you will get it, and then take 4 equal lengths of wire which is of different color. So in this picture, how many color wire we have? So one is red and another one is blue, right? Then in the another picture you can see it. So here it may be black and green wire. So take 4 lengths of electric wire with differently colored plastic coverings. So red, blue, green and black. Then remove a little of the plastic covering. Remove a little of the plastic covering of the each wire. See, here, here and here and also here and here, and in these 2 places what we did, we have removed the plastic covering from each length of the wire at the ends, at the both ends. Then fix the exposed parts of the 2 wires to the cell. So which color we use? We use the red color here, right? I took red one and then I took blue one, and I fixed this red one end to the which terminal? Positive terminal, and blue color wire one end to the negative terminal of the cell with the help of a rubber band. So if you didn't get rubber band, you can use an sellotape or any other things, right? And then I took a bulb and I fixed one end of the wire, that is green wire. Keep it in mind, green wire, and then here this is black wire. So to the bulb, 2 terminals of the bulb. Now what we have to do? So just we have to connect these terminals in different manner, right? What we have to do? We have to use it in different combinations, that is in 6 different ways. So I will show you that how. I think you can see that in this picture. So here we have a electric cell. This is a bulb, red, blue, green, black. See, when we connect this red, green and then black and blue, Can you see the glowing of the bulb? Yes, the bulb is glowing. What it is doing? The bulb is glowing. Then next what we will do is, whenever we break the circuit, see this is a complete circuit. So whenever I break one wire, that is which one we have broken here? So this is blue and black. So whenever we broke this path, the bulb, it does not glow. Then in the next trial, join this blue and black wire, then cut the red and green. Now can you see the glowing of the bulb? No, right? Here the bulb is not glowing, and in this case also the bulb is not glowing. And in this case, what we did, we have broken the red and green wires contact, and then we brought the two wires from the bulb to the negative terminal. That means the both wires are connected at the negative terminal. Now can you observe the glowing of the bulb? No. Next, see, I have removed this both terminal wires from the bulb and I have connected it to the positive terminal. That means both wires to the positive terminal. Now can you observe the glowing of the bulb? No. And here again, when we change the path, that means green to the blue and black to the red, again we can see glowing of the bulb. So in this activity we will try one more thing. Take a pencil and just draw the pencil from one terminal of the cell to another terminal of the cell by touching the wire. So in which case you can see glowing of the bulb. So wherever you will not observe any breakage in the wire, and whenever you can move from one terminal to another terminal, in that case only we can observe glowing of the bulb, right? So this is the activity which shows that the functioning of the cell and also functioning of the bulb. Then in these two cases we have observed glowing of the bulb. What is the reason? Because in these two structures we can see an electric circuit. So we call it as an electric circuit. So whenever we have an electric circuit, the bulb, it starts glowing, right? Now what do you mean by electric circuit then? So here the electric circuit, it provides a complete path for the electricity to pass between the two terminals of the electric cell. I will repeat again. The electric circuit, it provides a complete path for the electricity to pass between two terminals, that is one and two terminals, between two terminals of the electric cell, right? So this is called as electric circuit. Okay, so when we have this electric circuit, it means when the bulb and the battery, they are connected in an electric circuit, then we can observe glowing of the bulb, right? So as you can see in this picture. So now here, if you look at in this picture, so here the electric cell, it has positive terminal and here it has an negative terminal. Now can you say what is the direction of the electric current? The direction of the electric current is from positive terminal to the negative terminal of the electric cell, right? Okay, so we have did some activities to learn how does the bulb glows and how we have to connect the cell, bulb and wires to make an electric circuit. Okay, so in this case the bulb is glowing, but I think you have noticed that means sometimes an electric bulb does not glow even if it is connected to the cell. Have you seen that? So if not, you can try later. If yes, you can imagine what happens. So sometimes an electric bulb does not glow even if it is connected to the cell. What is the reason? This may happen if the bulb has fused. Why? This may happen if the bulb has fused. So in commonly what we'll say, sometimes the bulb is burst, etc., etc. At your home you will use so many words to define it. but in scientific term we will say it as an fused. That means the wire which you have seen, that is a filament which is present inside the bulb, it has broken. So you don't think, look at a fused bulb carefully. Is the filament inside it intact? No. An electric bulb, it may fuse due to many reasons. So in that one reason for a bulb to fuse is a break in its filament. So a break in a filament of an electric bulb means a break in the path of the electric current between the terminals of the electric cell. See, wherever the breaks, the current will not pass further, so it will not glow. So then, can you explain why the bulb did not glow when you tried to do so with the arrangements shown in the previous activity? Here, see, only one, and this case we have studied glowing of the bulb, and in the remaining 1, 2, this 3, 4, in these 4 activities, that means in these 4 trials, we will not observe glowing of the bulb. Why? Because there is a breakage in the circuit. That means the 2 terminals of the electric cells are not connected through the bulb properly, right? So for that reason, the bulb, it does not glow. Okay. So up to here we have studied how does the electric bulb glows and about the electric circuit. Then now we know how to make a bulb light up using an electric cell. Would you like to make a torch for yourself? Because anyway you will purchase torch from shops. Either you will pay 50, 100, 150, 200, maybe 1000 rupees. So you will pay. But can we make a simple electric torch? Yes, we can make an electric torch by ourselves. How? See here. So what you have to do is just take an torch bulb and then an electric cell, take a wire and remove the plastic coverings of the wire on either side. Then connect the one end of the wire to the base, metallic base or metal disc of the electric cell, and then another end to the electric bulb, that means to the torch bulb metal case. Then just keep the tip of the bulb base at the positive terminal. So whenever you keep this bulb to the positive terminal of the electric cell, we can see the bulb, it starts glowing. Then whenever you take away the bulb from the electric cell, I will repeat, whenever you take away this electric bulb from the positive terminal, again the bulb does not glows. You know why? Because here it acts as a switch. Whatever you use in the electric battery, that is especially torch. So in torch you will use a switch. So the switch, it causes breakage in the circuit, and like that here also whenever we take away the bulb from the positive terminal, we can observe breakage in the circuit, so the bulb does not glows. So in today's video you have learned about electricity uses, and then what is an electric cell and what is the use of the electric cell, what is the bulb, structure of the bulb, and then how do we make an electric circuit, and what is the method to make an electric circuit by using wires, electric cell, and then a torch bulb. And along with that you have also studied about how to make an electric torch by ourselves. Thank you. And if you like this video, so please forward this video to your friends as much as you can, and give a like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.